Hello and welcome. I am Tryonus and this is a Janky Nick's Tekkit Classic Reborn, or I'm just going to refer it to as Tekkit Classic Reborn. This is available on the Tekkit launcher, and hopefully, if I remember, I will put the links to it down below. As you can see, I have absolutely got nothing on me, so I better get cracking while I explain what's going off. For those that follow my channel, don't worry, this isn't going to be replacing Crackpack or the TryHard server. That is hopefully forever, who knows. But the TheWhiteTyger, when we were chatting in Skype, he told me about this mod pack, and I thought, yeah, I've got to do a playthrough on it. Tekkit Classic is the mod pack that got me into Minecraft. Because a little bit of a backstory on myself, a lot of people may or may not know this. But I originally bought Minecraft, and to be quite honest, it was just vanilla. And even to this day, I can't really do vanilla playthroughs or play vanilla. I get bored very, very easily. There's a lot more creative people out there who can play vanilla, and I'm amazed at what those people can do. But vanilla's just not my cup of tea. So you know, I do prefer mod packs, and I got introduced to mod packs, and I found the Tekkit launcher, and obviously this one was the most available and looked after mod at the time. I don't know if there were that many other mods out there, to be quite honest, when I started. And at first I played single player worlds, and there were a lot about I was still learning it, very much the noob, still am the noob. But at that time I didn't know anything about EE2 or anything on those sorts of lines, so I just made a normal world, and I got a lot more into it than I did vanilla, as I'll say. But I got a little bit bored playing on my own, so that's when I started looking for servers, and I finally came across a nice one, which was called the Parabox server, where I met my friends Logi and Xersos. I even met Vagram on that server as well, only for a short time, unfortunately. But now he's gone off and become a fairly decent YouTuber himself. I don't know why I'm knocking all this wood down while I'm talking. And I also got, at the same time as playing on the server, I also got into the Yogscast and everything, which, you know, they actually helped me a lot as well, because they did one or two playthroughs like Duncan's Castle, Rithian's Fort, Ships and Shins, Dirt Factory, and all sorts of things like that. And you know, like I say, I was very much the noob, and they actually knew a lot more than I did at the time. I'm not saying that's the case now, but you know, there's a load of stone over there. I'm gonna go over there. But yeah, it's just the case that Tekkit Classic was, and still probably is, one of my favourite mod packs to do. But obviously newer and better things come out. You know, it got replaced and overtook by Feed the Beast mod packs and things like that, which I couldn't quite get into because of what Greg Tech did to it and stuff like that. But the Parabox server did move onto a Feed the Beast launcher, but it just wasn't the same. People couldn't really play it properly. They didn't understand a lot of it. And then Greg Tech made things worse, because some of the stuff that we wanted, we needed the server owner to actually spawn in for us because of certain I don't know, it just didn't quite go to plan. So I was actually stuck without a server for quite some time after that, but you know, I kept looking and kept messing about, but it's very hard to find a very good server, especially one that kind of gives you the freedom to do what the mod pack is supposed to allow you to do. You know, they allowed EMC farms, blaze machines, you know, the stuff that actually made Tekkit Classic what it was. I know a lot of people complain about it being too overpowered. And it's true, but it depends on how the player was as well, I think, because, you know, I could run through this mod pack and probably get most of the things done within about 3 or 4 episodes if I really push myself, but I'm not going to do that. You know, you've got to take your time and just play the game for what it is. But obviously this isn't, you know, 100% accurate to the classic. The mod maker, like I say, Janky Nick, I believe his name is. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong. He has got all the equivalents to what is available from the Tekkit Classic, so that's why it's more of a Reborn. What are you doing out, zombies? It's midday and silly things. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things. So like the EMC, EE2, that's not in it. It's actually Project Red. It's just near enough. Not Project Red. I do apologise. Project E. Which is roughly the same, and a lot of it is fairly accurate, but it's not exactly the same, which is a good thing. Industrial Craft 2, there's a lot more into that now, with it being 1.7, because you've got to actually remember that Tekkit Classic. Oh, what's going off now? Have I crashed it? Nope, just a little bit of a lag. Sorry about that. Got to remember that Tekkit Classic was actually for Minecraft 1.2.5, if memory serves, and this is, like I say, 1.7 at 10. So a lot of things have changed and updated. Hopefully for the better. We will see as we play through, because I've always wanted to try and get back into Industrial Craft, especially the Industrial Craft 2 stuff, because it's got a lot of interesting things to it, excuse me. But other mods always took precedence. You know, it's a bit like when I did... Oh dear, the sun is going down. Not that I'm too concerned, but hey, what? It's a bit like Mechanism. That is a far... well, I won't say superior mod. It's much more interesting mod, and you can get a lot further in it, probably a lot quicker. You know, Mechanism is one of my favourite mods from 1.710 these days. That's Project... No, sorry, I will get my words right today. Ender.io is slowly catching up to it, but a nice mix of those two mods and you can't go wrong. Have I got any saplings from these? Because I need rubber. Do anything with Project. I keep saying Project, I do apologise. I need saplings from these rubber trees to help me get started with Industrial Craft. For those of you that might be wondering, I will probably be using the Project E, see I get it right this time, the Project E pack, hopefully to its full extent. You know, I will make generators which will help me out, and some EMC power flowers and stuff like that. So, like I say, I'm just in this for a little bit of a laugh. I don't know how long this series will last. I haven't actually got a clue. Let me just double check something. Bear with me. It is on right. Good. Right, we need to really... I've only got one sapling from that little lot. Oh well, we'll come back to that. We could really do with finding some sheep now so we can sleep away this night. But I've started basically with nothing, as you see, because I can get a lot of things, and I want to take you through this a little bit more step by step than me doing a lot of off-camera work. Obviously there will be some things that I do off-camera because I don't want to bore you completely to tears. I'm hoping to do a lot more with you and hopefully explain a bit more what I'm doing. I think the jerkiness is because it is a fairly new world, and I'm actually generating the land as I am walking, so I do apologise for that. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. There's no biomes of plenty in this, because obviously biomes of plenty it wasn't. Thank you, Skeleton, for shooting the zombie. But please don't shoot me. I said don't shoot me. This was probably a mistake coming this way, so we'll have to fall back and run away, of course. There's some sheep. So we'll have to hopefully get over there. Is that a spider near them? Is that just a mushroom? Looks like spider eyes from here. I think we're safe enough. It's a mushroom. So let me just slaughter a couple of sheep, and we'll be ready to go now. Obviously, these sheep should not provide food. Good, they don't, because that was not available in the original. I will be comparing this a lot to the original because, like I say, Tekkit Classic was one of my, and still is one of my favourite mod packs. Still now and again load up a world just for a mess, but when this came out and TheWhiteTyger told me about it, I was like, yeah, okay. Got to do something on those sorts of lines. Let me just cook up some food because I need to replenish some health. Let me just slaughter a few more pigs. Nope, I don't want to punch him. Oh, I really lose that down there. Yes, I did. Never mind. Never mind at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much the explanation of why I'm doing this, and whatnot. I hope that you will enjoy it, and you never know, you might know something about this than I do as well, so, well, chances are you will know more about it than I do. So I'm just going to wait for this to cook up, because I need to explore this world and find somewhere good to actually set up a base of some sort. Don't know what exactly I want to build just yet. Long term, depends on the area that I find. So I'm going to put a cut in the video here and do a little bit of off-camera exploring and whatnot. Looks like there's a dark forest over there. Cool. And we'll see what we come up with. So I will be right back. Alright, welcome back. So, after a little bit of exploring, I did find this area here. I think it should be alright for what we need, or for what I would want. Like I say, I still haven't really got a clue of what my main build will be. Maybe you guys can help me out with that later on. But, got this nice open area here. I've got a volcano just over there. And unfortunately it doesn't have what's known as an EMC value. For those of you that don't know, you can probably see on this raw pork chop that I've got, it has an EMC value of 64. So with Project E, or what was known as EE2, you would need the equivalent exchange. So cobblestone has an EMC value of 1, so to get 1 pork chop you would need 64 cobble. So it's kind of a proper exchange sort of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. I came across a village which I found some tin, gold and bronze. Also nicked their books and some of their potatoes. And they also had a few more rubber saplings in as well. So I kind of stripped off what I could find. It was only a very small village. It only had 3 buildings. So might take you back to it in a later episode. We'll see what happens. But for now, I need to literally make myself at home. So I'm just having a look at what I could probably do. So yes, I'm gonna need to knock down a few trees and things like that. So let's make ourselves a chest. I just want to see if this works in this mod pack. No, it does not. That's fine. Didn't think it would, and it shouldn't really. There we go. Just a little chest for there, and make another one over here as well. This one has food and plant sort of things in it. Furnace needs to come out as well. Oh, that was a misclick, but it will do. Rubber. No, that needs to come out. Thank you. I do try to keep myself organised. It doesn't always work, but we should be okay. Let's put the books in that one. And we'll also, while we are at it, let me just bring this forward, just for the OCD of it. And we'll need to go and chop down some trees. So let me, no, the cobblestone shouldn't be in that one. Nope. Getting ahead of myself, sorry about that. So let me just make 3 more stone axes. Unfortunately, Tinker Tools is not in this mod pack. We can't make any Tinker Tools because it wasn't in the original, so it shouldn't be in this, I suppose. But if I could ever make a mod pack, I would probably do something similar on the lines of a Tekkit Classic thing, but probably a more of a remastered version of it, where it would be similar to it, but not quite the same. Because, like I say, I couldn't wait to do a playthrough on this when TheWhiteTyger told me about it. But I think I would alter some things just for my personal favourite sort of things. Probably add in certain things like Tinker's Construct, which is a nice mod pack, very early game stuff that you can have on it. Machine wise, I'd probably just have mechanism in it, but like I said earlier, mechanism is one of my favourite mod packs anyway. I would keep with the default world. I don't think I'd go any further than that, but I would probably add something like Twilight Forest, stuff like that. But I'm just saying I would add these things into a mod pack, but quite honestly, I don't even know where to get started in creating my own. There's a few of the tryhards from my server that do know how to make them. TheWhiteTyger, Kanakadea, Scope I think knows, Mntdewmania. I think if he really put his head down and tried, I think Eddie could probably do one as well. He's a lot smarter than what he lets on at times. But like I say, I haven't got a clue even where to get started on one, so I wouldn't make it overly big. I mean, this mod pack has only got something like 57 mods in it, which anyone should be able to handle with that size mods. And I'm just probably rambling on, but hey what, it's keeping me occupied. Just going after oak because I don't particularly like birch wood per se. It's good for flooring, good for walking on I suppose, but not for building with. It doesn't have the right textures. Oh yeah, that's probably something I didn't actually cover. If you want to use a texture pack with this, I believe the author, mod maker, has actually made a Sphax patch, BD Craft Sphax, so I could possibly try and add that in, but I don't really use texture packs that much these days. Now, I think the reason why he did that is because, mainly probably again due to the Yogscast, Sphax and Tekkit Classic were kind of two peas in a pod. You couldn't really do one without the other one at the time. There were some others like the Sortex and whatnot, but nothing quite as popular as Sphax. But like I was saying, if you want me to try and use the texture pack, I will do. I've got no objections to using one. I just haven't used one in such a long time that I don't even see the default textures these days, quite honest with you. So I'm just getting a lot of wood here to get my first build up and running. Just a little starter house of some sort. And there we go. Something else I probably would add to my remastered work if I ever got around to making one. It's got to be carpenter's blocks. I think that mod is really, it's so simple, yet you can do so much with it, and it's just getting better and better all the time. I think on a mod pack like this, adding it in would be kind of cool. So once you've actually got going in this, it's not just a matter of surviving, it's just a matter of being very creative and you can build whatever you want, wherever you want, however you want, without having to worry about resources at all. It's just a question of how you play the game, I suppose. So I think we should be alright. The night does approach again. So I think, come on, right, okay, there we go. So what I think I'm going to do is actually end this episode here, because I've probably waffled on quite a lot about the mod pack, about what I would do and whatnot. So I do hope that you enjoyed this first episode. Just normal stuff, gathering resources and whatnot, but I want to do that with you more. Like I say, this mod pack, it can be fairly easy at times if it's roughly the same. But I think like I say, I will end this episode here before I continue waffling on. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you have a very good day, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.